Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to make bread. This is such a versatile recipe. We're going to show you how to use it in 3 different ways. We're going to make a standard loaf of bread. We're also going to make a little bit of pizza, and then we're also going to make scrolls. So let's start by making the dough. This is literally going to take no more than 5 minutes. The first thing that we need to do is bloom the yeast. Starting with 10 grams of yeast. There we go, 10 grams. A little bit of water to dissolve the yeast, only around 1/4 cup of sugar as well. This is going to help the yeast bloom. Give it a good mix, and then we're going to set this aside for around 5 minutes or until it's all nice and frothy. Next we're going to add 800 grams of flour. A little bit of salt. Technically you should add this at the end, but it's okay. As long as you mix it into the flour and the yeast doesn't directly just touch the salt when you add it, it's completely fine. So this yeast is nice and frothy, it's hydrated, so it's time to add it into the flour. Followed by around 500 milliliters of water. This is just room temperature water. And I actually like to start with a little bit less water and see how I go. So let's start with around 400. You're going to give this dough an initial mix. I like to use a fork. I don't know why, but I just enjoy that. And just mix it together until it forms like quite a shaggy dough. And just keep this bowl to the side because we're going to need this again. Now it's time to knead the dough, and it really is up to you how much you want to knead it. You should knead it until it's smooth. Sometimes I get a bit lazy and I just do it till it comes together and it's actually fine. And just see how you go. So I just added a little bit more water because I can already tell that this is dry. You're going to need anywhere between 400 to 600 mils of water. So I normally knead for around 5 minutes until I'm like, that's enough. Also, it's becoming spring here in New Zealand, which is so exciting. We have our dough, and normally this is the perfect amount to make like a large loaf tin. So a loaf pan like slightly bigger than this is going to be the perfect amount. However, for the purpose of this video, we want to show you how versatile this dough is. So we're going to make 3 things from it. The first thing that we're going to make is a loaf of bread, just a standard loaf. The second thing that we're going to make is a pizza. And then the third is some scrolls we're going to fill with Nutella as well. Tuck in some baking paper. I like it when the sides come up so I can just lift it out. And yes, you could roll this into a beautiful ball if you wanted to, but I do that. We're not in a professional kitchen. We are at home and this is perfect and fine. The next one, we're going to do the pizza dough. So to this I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. If you are making this from the start just a pizza dough, you can add it in with all the other ingredients, but today we're just going to knead it in. Right, that's done. The third ball of dough we're going to turn into scrolls, so we're just going to lightly oil this bowl, and we're also going to let this one proof too. So all 3 of these are going to proof until they're double in size. So it depends on the temperature of your environment, but between 1 to 2 hours. And the bread has doubled in size. This loaf is ready to bake. We're just going to pop that in the oven. But before I do that, I want to show you how we're going to make the pizza and how we're going to make the scrolls. So for the pizza dough, I'm just going to take it out here. I've greased my hands and I'm just going to do this as my rolling technique. Stretch it out. Today though, I'm actually just going to do it plain with a little bit of olive oil and salt. This has been lightly greased. And you can put whatever you want on top. You can put tomatoes, salami, cheese. Rosemary plant is going crazy. This is almost like a focaccia, isn't it? Okay, so for the scrolls, I have this tiny bit of Nutella or hazelnut spread left. So we're going to do some chocolate scrolls. You just dust a little bit of flour. You're going to roll this out into a rectangle. You could do this with like butter and cinnamon and do like cinnamon scrolls. It's really up to you. So we've got our hazelnut spread. Place that on top. I really wish I had about double the amount of hazelnut spread, but I don't. So that's okay. As you can see though, definitely use more than this. Cut into your scrolls. And then you can use a cake pan or a pan. This is just some baking paper that I scrunched under some water. So these we're going to proof again until they're double in size, so maybe another hour. The other two we're going to bake now. The way you can tell that it's proofed is that it's doubled in size, and if you push it, it does spring back. You don't want it to overproof, but you want it to be nice and light and double in size. So into a nice hot oven. We're going to put all of the instructions as to how long to bake them for. Bye bye. The pizza is out. I think it was baking for around 15 minutes. This is out of the oven, looking beautiful. And these have also doubled in size, so we're going to bake them. See you later. Beautiful. Maybe they should have been a bit closer together, but they look good. That looks amazing. One bread recipe and 3 different breads. We've got our standard easy bread. We always have this. We've got some scrolls and we've got a pizza that we've already eaten half of. Recipe as well as the different variations will be in the description box, and please do like, comment and also subscribe. It helps me out so much and I'm so grateful. Till next time, see you later.